kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
In a vast, boundless ocean lived a little fish named Ripple. Ripple was a curious and lively fish whose dream was to explore the deepest parts of the ocean one day and uncover the secrets hidden beneath the waves. Every day, Ripple would swim near the coral reefs, observing all the different sea creatures and imagining the wondrous world that lay in the depths. One day, the journey begins. One day, while swimming near the coral reef, Ripple saw an old sea turtle slowly making its way toward the deep sea. Ripple had never seen such a large turtle before. Its shell was covered in the marks of time, as if it had experienced countless adventures. Summoning all its courage, Ripple swam over and greeted the turtle. "Hello, I'm Ripple, a little fish curious about the ocean. May I ask where you're going?" The sea turtle turned around and replied in a gentle voice, "Hello, Ripple. My name is Goodwin. I am an old sea turtle who has lived in this ocean for a long time. I am heading to the depths of the ocean, where there are many beautiful and mysterious places that only truly brave explorers can see." Hearing these words, Ripple's heart raced. It had always dreamed of exploring the deep sea, so it immediately said, "I want to go on an adventure to the deep sea too. Can I go with you?" Goodwin smiled kindly and nodded in agreement. "Of course you can, Ripple. But the journey will not be easy. There will be many challenges along the way, and only bravery and perseverance will see you through to the end. Are you ready?" Without hesitation, Ripple replied, "I'm ready. I want to uncover the secrets of the deep sea. Meeting new friends, the jellyfish, light dance." And so, Ripple and Goodwin. The sea turtle set off on their adventure to the deep sea. As they swam deeper and deeper, the sunlight gradually weakened and the surroundings grew more mysterious and serene. The water also became colder, and Ripple felt a bit nervous but told itself to be brave. Just then, they encountered a group of glowing jellyfish gracefully floating in the water. Their bodies shimmered like curtains of light, illuminating parts of the dark, deep sea. Amazed by these beautiful creatures, Ripple couldn't help but swim over and ask, "Hello, I'm Ripple. Your light is so beautiful. Can you tell me how you do it?" One of the jellyfish, with a gentle voice, replied, "Hello, Ripple. We are jellyfish in the ocean, and the glow you see is our way of protecting ourselves in the dark. Although the world here is dark, it is also filled with mystery and beauty. We use our light to communicate and guide each other so that we don't get lost in this vast ocean." Ripple was very curious about the jellyfish's words. It had always thought that only sunlight could illuminate the world, and never expected such magical light to exist in the deep sea. The jellyfish warmly invited Ripple to join their light dance, moving gracefully to the rhythm of the water, performing a beautiful underwater ballet. Guided by the jellyfish, Ripple felt a sense of peace and joy never felt before. It realized that this deep sea had its own order and rhythm. Though completely different from the shallow waters, it was equally full of life. Navigating the mysterious deep sea canyon. After bidding farewell to the jellyfish, Ripple and Goodwin continued their journey into the depths of the ocean. As they swam further, the water grew colder, and the sights around them became more peculiar. they reached a deep sea canyon, with towering underwater mountains on either side. The cliffs were covered with strange-looking marine plants that glowed faintly. Suddenly, a strong current surged from the depths of the canyon, pushing Ripple off balance. Ripple struggled to keep steady by flapping its tail, but found itself growing weaker and almost swept away by the current. Just when Ripple felt like it couldn't hold on any longer, Goodwin the sea turtle swam over and shielded Ripple from the current with its sturdy shell, helping Ripple regain stability. Goodwin encouraged, "Don't worry, Ripple, this is just a challenge on our journey. The currents in the canyon are very strong, but if we stay calm and move slowly, we can make it through." Ripple nodded, regaining its courage, and carefully followed Goodwin through the canyon. They patiently dodged the swift currents and treacherous rocks, finally passing through the perilous waters safely. After crossing the canyon, Ripple's heart raced, realizing that this adventure was not as simple as initially imagined. But overcoming each challenge made Ripple stronger and braver. Discovering hidden treasure. As they finally swam past the canyon, Ripple saw a vast underwater plain ahead. The water here was clearer than before, and the ground sparkled with a golden hue. They arrived at the entrance of an underwater cave, with ancient symbols carved above the entrance, seemingly guarding something important. Filled with anticipation, Ripple asked Goodwin, "Is this the secret treasure of the deep sea?" Goodwin smiled and nodded, leading Ripple into the cave. As they ventured deeper, the walls of the cave began to exhibit peculiar carvings and patterns, depicting ancient sea creatures and legends. Eventually, they arrived at the center of a large cavern, where Ripple saw a giant glowing treasure chest. Excitedly, Ripple asked, "What's inside it?" Goodwin gave a mysterious smile and gestured for Ripple to open it. With great anticipation, Ripple opened the chest lid with all its might. Inside, there were no gold or jewels, but a sparkling, translucent ocean pearl. The pearl emitted a soft glow, illuminating the entire cavern, making everything look extraordinarily beautiful. Goodwin explained to Ripple, "This pearl symbolizes the wisdom of the deep sea. It can only be found by truly brave and kind explorers. It represents the courage, friendship, and perseverance you learned during this journey." Ripple understood that the treasure of this adventure was not material, but in the growth and friendships it formed along the way. Reflecting on the light dance with the jellyfish, the canyon challenges with Goodwin, and all the experiences, all this made Ripple a stronger and wiser little fish. The journey home. With the pearl and full of experience, Ripple and Goodwin started their journey back home. Although the adventure was full of challenges, Ripple was no longer afraid. It knew it had learned how to face difficulties and made a true friend in Goodwin. Back at the coral reef, Ripple thanked Goodwin gratefully. "Thank you, Goodwin. This adventure taught me so much, especially courage, perseverance, and friendship. This pearl is not just a treasure, but a reminder to never give up on my dreams." Goodwin smiled kindly, patting Ripple's fin. "Ripple, you've grown stronger and wiser. Remember, there are still many unexplored secrets in this vast ocean. As long as you keep your curiosity and courage, there will be more adventures waiting for you." Ripple looked at Goodwin, filled with gratitude and anticipation. It realized this adventure was just the beginning. There were countless places in the ocean waiting for Ripple to explore and more friends to meet, sharing the adventure story. When Ripple returned to its home, the familiar coral reef, all the little fish friends gathered around, curiously asking, "Ripple, where did you go? You look different. Did something amazing happen?" Excitedly, Ripple began to tell its adventure story, from meeting Goodwin the turtle, the jellyfish's light dance, the strong currents of the deep-sea canyon, to discovering the pearl treasure. Ripple's friends were captivated by the story. One little fish said, "I never thought there were so many secrets in the deep sea. Ripple, you're so brave." Another fish asked, "What about the pearl? Can we see it?" Ripple took out the glowing pearl, and its friends crowded around, marveling at its beauty.